Hello children, in this video we are going to discuss about methods. Why methods are come into existence. First of all, in order to reduce a step working that earlier when we are not using method, we have to write the code segment again and again. So same code segment, suppose we have to add two numbers, so we have to write again and again. We have to take the variable, suppose a and b we have taken, so we have to add a and b. Then again we are taking suppose a variable m and n to add the numbers, then we have to again add the numbers. So we have to write the steps again and again. So it reduces enhances, means it increases the time as well as the use of number of variables, and coding as well as is occupy more space. So in order to remove that drawback, method come into existence. Method are also known as the functions. So we write the code one time and run again and again using calling that function. That technique is known as method. So here you will see in the program how we are creating the method. We are writing this program. This program is written, see over here, program to print sum of two numbers using method. So we have taken here, this is the comment, as you already know children, this is the comment slash asterisk, then program to print sum of two numbers using method. Then here we are closing over here, we are closing this, see over here, asterisk slash, we are closing the comment. So we have taken import statement over here, then we have declared the class and the class name is sum. Then you have opened the braces over here. So next line is the public static void main. This line is known as the header. This is your function header over here. So we will write over here, this is called as a function header. So this is called as a function header over here. So we have here public void add. So public is the, remember, public is your access specifier. This is your access specifier over here. Then you have the void over here, void or int depending upon your program. This is the return type. Then you have the function name, and then followed by the list of parameters. Int m and int n is the list of parameter. Here you are using this. So here children, as you are watching, that public is your access specifier given over here, then void is your return type given over here, then you have add is the function name, or you can say method name, and then here int m and int n is the list of parameters given. So remember, this entire line is known as the function header. So here we are passing m and n in function body. This is the entire, from here, from brackets, since here these from here children, from here to here. So this is function body. So in this we are just finding the sum of two numbers. Here m and n are passed as the parameters. There is sum we are finding, and we are displaying the result over here. So then in the public static void main, we have to enter the number, and then using function call we will call the number. Let's see how we are going to do this. So here we have created public static void main function. So here you are taking scanner statement. Then we are entering the first number and storing the value in A. Then we are entering the second number and storing the value in B. Since we are writing scanner statements, so we are using over here int function. Now we are creating the object. Since the name of the class, as you can see over here at the top, the class name is given as a sum. So while creating the object, we write the class name over here. Class name is sum. Then this is ob is the object name, equals to new is the keyword again to allocate memory, and then we have again the class name. So this is how we are creating the object ob. Then with the help of object, here what we are doing, we are calling the function. You can write over here what we are doing over here, calling the function. Which function we are calling? Which we have created earlier. So we have created the function as sum over here. See, we have created the function here. Class name is sum and function name is add. Remember children over here. So here we are creating the function, and in that add function we are passing the value which we have entered. Suppose we have passed the value of a to be 5 and b 10. So value of a is 5 and b is 10. So value will pass from here to the function header, that is function definition, and in function definition it stored the value of a in m variable, that is m store value 5 and n will store value 10 over here, and it will find the sum and it will display the sum of two numbers over here. So we by the help of this we can pass as many number of variables to find the sum as we want. Let's see the working of this in the BlueJ. So here in BlueJ we have created one program as sum. See over here, same program we have created over here. We have written over here the program sum. We have made the function over here, add function, and we are entering two variables over here and finding the sum of those two variables. So let's run this program. First of all, compile. So you are seeing over here that in this program no syntax error are displayed. So we will run this program. Let's see how we are running this program. So since we have, there are two possibilities that you can create, you can run this. So I will show you both the ways. There are two ways to run this program sum. So how you are going to run this program? Let's see. First way is when you right click on this, your void main is displayed. When you press OK on this button, see over here, I am just making closer so you can see it. So this is, see, it's written over here method call, that we are calling the method, and here string is being passed as empty. Why? Because we are writing in the main function. So when you press OK, then you will see it is displaying over here, enter the first number. So we will enter suppose 5 over here. Then it will display enter the second number. So suppose we have entered the second number 10. So it will pass and it will display the sum of two number as 15. So this is the first method using the main function. Now you are worried that we have created the object and it is neither used anywhere. So we will tell you in the next method that how we are going to pass the values using method call. See over here. See the same program, when you right click on this, you will see it's written new sum over here. If it is visible to you, it is written new sum over here. So this new sum, when you click on this, it will display one message dialog box over here which says that see over here, it is saying name of the instance is someone. That means it is creating the object with this name. So when you create the object, it will display you with this object over here. See, and now this is the object. Someone is the object of class sum. So when you right click on this, see over here function is displayed. Since we have created one function over here, add. Suppose you have created 2 or 3 functions. You can create 2 or 3 functions in the same program. So suppose you have created over here 3 or 4 functions, so it will display. So this is your function definition. You are seeing function header and function. So here is the return type, function name, and list of parameters. So in this, if you click over here, then again one dialog box is displayed over here. In this you can pass the values over here. Suppose we have passed the value of a to be 5 and then b to be 10 over here, and then we press OK. Then see, it will display you with the similar result like you have done earlier. See over here, if I hope it's visible to you, sum of two numbers equals to 15. That is displayed on the terminal window. So here you can see that with the help of both the method we can run a program easily. So this is a program, and in this program these parameters int m and int n. These parameters are given to you all, so you have to remember that these are the parameters which are known as the formal parameters. Formal parameters are included in the function definition. M and n are formal parameters, while here we are passing a and b. So these are the actual parameters. Actual parameters are being passed in the function calling. This is the comment we are writing over here, so you can remember everything. Function, this is function calling statement. So in the function calling statement, in function calling we use actual parameters, and in the function definition we write the formal parameters. So you can write over here in the comment just to remember. In function header we use formal parameters. So these are the formal parameters, and in function calling we use the actual parameter. So go through the program clearly. Hope you have understood this program.